Okay, this is a 2007 Honda 919, and I'm doing an exhaust header swap on it. I'm taking the stock exhaust headers off and replacing it with a CBR 900RR header. And I wanted to make a video of the kind of the tough points that I ran into and what made it easy. And there was talk on wrist twisters on the forums about what to do, but I wanted to get a video to kind of show everybody. These are the new headers that I bought. I'm going to have them ceramic coated, but I'm going to hook them up first, make sure they work. These are the stock ones that I've pulled off. The Y pipe is still in there, but that's kind of why I'm doing this video, to show you how to take it off. For any of those interested, you do not need to unmount the radiator, at least to get the old ones off. You do need to remove the your exhaust gaskets, which get smashed in there when you put them in there, and I'll put them on just for testing on here, but you need to put new ones on for replacing the headers. There's a bolt under the bottom here. It hooks on back here, I think. Yeah, right there in the middle. Hooks on to the exhaust bracket. Right there. So you got to pull that out. One trick that I had to get the Y pipe off, it's just compress the compression fitting on there with a clamp. Take the clamp off, and I just use a screwdriver to pry up underneath these. I wrapped a cloth around it so I wouldn't hurt the other end of the pipe. Grabbed a screwdriver and just pried those, and then just kept wiggling it and pulling on it, and it finally came out. The hard part, and everybody's talked about this, excuse the mess here, is getting the Y pipe out. What I've done, and maybe this is a trick for those of you that don't have jack stands, I've got a piece of 1/2-inch rebar, and I slid it in between the stock mounting holes for the center stand mount. This one comes out a little longer. As you can see on this side, it actually runs, the rebar runs into the, I can't see it, I'll get a better shot on the other side, runs into the kickstand, and so you have to kind of put it up on the side. But I basically just had the bike sitting on the kickstand. I slid this one underneath this piece, came to this side of the bike, and I kind of lifted up from the rear passenger footrest bracket, just kind of lifted up, kind of steadying my body against it, and just push this one up underneath it. Set the bike down, and she's pretty steady. She's not going anywhere. So after I did that, I did take the top bolts off the rear bracket or rear foot rest mount and dropped it down, loosened this one and dropped it down so I could get to light over here. So I could get to the bolt on the bottom of the shock. And so pulled that out. I'm going to show you the bolt here. It's only threaded on the nut side, so it's going to be pretty tight because you're going to have the weight of the swing arm pulling down on the shock when it's jacked up. So once you get the nut off, it's easier to kind of slide your foot on the tire. I don't recommend doing that unless you want your toe smashed or something goes wrong, but I did it. So slide your foot underneath the bottom, lift up on it, and then I just hammered that through to the other side. And then also, everybody mentioned it's easier if you take the top of the shock off, which I did. I took the top of the shock off, and it's mounted right up there in that hole. Same thing, same bolt. So I took that off. One thing I noticed though is I couldn't maneuver this shock at all without also undoing the canister. And there's a little clamp here that gets hooked around this plastic frame, so you can't move that. So when I did the clamp, gas canister comes out, the shock moves, and give me a second here and we'll see if we can't get you a better angle. I'll just do it real quick and come back. Take the Y pipe out. Now that I can move the shock, get it out of the way. Voila! Just like that. That's the first time I've removed the Y pipe, and it came right out. So really all I have to do to put this back together, oh, and I forgot to mention, I did remove the screws on this side of the tire hugger just to slide it back. I just needed a couple inches of room. So now I'm just going to put the shock back in. I'm going to bolt the top. I'm going to lift the tire, bolt the bottom, tighten them up, put the tire hugger back on, and then of course put the canister back in, the gas canister, and then I'm done on this end. I'll come back and put my headers on and fabricate a mounting bracket for that, since I need to do that, and I'll get some more videos of that. But I just wanted to show kind of the way that it was easy to do. This literally took me 20 minutes from start to finish from taking the headers off, unbolting the clamp at the bottom of the white pipe, pulling the shock, even jacking it up. The whole thing took me 25 minutes. So anyways, if you guys have to do it, good luck.